Let me, nice to have you here, Ruth. It's a
Thank you
very,
so
very,
much.
thanks for honoring my invite. So
Thank you
today
for having me.
we are going to talk about a lot of things, things that relate to the creators, our African creator economy. Like we can call ourselves small creators, at least for now. We can call ourselves small creators. And many of us don't know that there's a lot of opportunities available that we can make money or increase our revenue as content creators. So some people just focus on creating content, getting the fame, but the money is not there. So in case you don't know, Ruth is a digital consultant, a digital coach, and anything about YouTube. Just if people are thinking that I'm the best, but she's on my own area. So Ruth, you are welcome, and I would like you to introduce yourself to our community.
Thank you so much for having me. I sincerely do appreciate this time. Anytime I have the opportunity to talk to people about social media marketing, sincerely, I'm always excited. My name is Ruth, like you said, and I've been doing social media now for 7 years. I started in 2015, and I work 100% from home, running 5 businesses 100% using social media. Okay, so for the past 7 years, I've been doing this same task. So I understand the process of running business online. So that's why it looks like, okay, she calls herself the YouTube expert, even if I have less than 5,000 subscribers. I just believe business of making money on YouTube is often ignored because of monetization. A lot of people tend to forget that outside monetization, other people are making a killer on other platforms, that monetization is not so much a thing. Like Instagram, the Twitter, a lot of people have businesses there that have they have been able to grow into millions of dollars without focusing on monetization. So that's just the passion I have for YouTube right now, helping creators understand how they can make money without focusing so much on AdSense, because the opportunity in the area we're living now is enormous. I have seen it, a lot of other people have seen it, and I know it works. Thank you for having me again.
Yeah, it's my pleasure having you too. So today we'll be discussing about reaction. We'll be discussing about reaction. Your recent video, one of your recent video on your channel, you talked about reaction. You talked about reaction and the way people, you simplified it in a way that I never even thought, thinking something towards that direction. So can you just give us, let us understand what it really means to create content towards that reaction aspect?
Okay. Reaction is like the simplest kind of content that anybody can create now, because people's opinion matter now more than ever. People want to understand what you think about everything, basically. It could be how you organize your space. People want to understand, why did you decide to do it like this? It could be what you eat, or what you do, what the job you're doing, the celebrity you're supporting, the gist you're following, the social media platform you spend the most time. People want to know, why exactly do you choose to do this? That's why reactors reacts to reaction. I don't know if you know PewDiePie. That's
Yeah.
what he does most time. He reacts to reaction. He has over 100 million subscribers on YouTube, and he does that. The very famous Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, everybody knows Mr. Beast, right? He has a reaction channel where he reacts to popular TikTok videos, and this reaction gets millions of views. All right? People like Mr. Who's the Boss, that reacts on phone, tech, and all of that. It may be called review, but it's a kind of reaction, because maybe he gets a new tech, it tells you what he likes about it, what he hates about it, what he thinks you should get, why he thinks you should get it. So all these are big YouTubers that they do reaction and they make crazy money. I don't know if you know SS Sniper Wolf. is also a content creator that is close to 40
An
million.
Indian from Indian,
A
an
lady,
Indian descent, right?
yes,
A
a lady,
lady, yeah,
yes.
from it. I
She's
think they have
making
an
a
Indian
killer
descent.
from
Yeah.
reacting to videos. Just turn on a camera and do reaction. So reaction is a very broad niche that a lot of people have been able to make millions from reacting to millionaires. I don't know if you know the Grand Staffing show. He is also a reactor,
Mm.
but his reaction is majorly focused on reacting to people that are maybe spending their money anyhow and how they can do it better. That is the focus on of his reaction. There are people that react to how people dress, to occasions. So they're just different things that you can actually react to. But what stands you out is now your strategy. It's not the kind of boss gas, woto kind of reaction that we do in our Nigerian economy. We forget the business of YouTube sometimes when we do
Yeah.
these things as content creators in Nigeria. Okay, because we lose the essence. We don't understand content creation in the first place. So we feel if we don't do those gas, money will not come out. And money don't come out from that kind of reaction. If not, hey, more channel would have blown by now.
Okay. Yeah. Ruth, thank you for that tip. That now the examples you made now, those people you called, PewDiePie, SS Sniper, and the rest. And I think on that video you made mention of MKBHD. So
Yes.
like now, a small creator, like for example, let me take myself as an example. If I come to you as a small creator, let me say I have like 1,000 subscribers, and I come to you that how can I create a reaction video, or how can I start creating content based on reactions?
Okay. Now, content creation is a separate course that you have to learn on its own. Because when you understand how to create content, you now know what strategy you want to use to enter the market. Let's say, for example, you are a tech guy. You're a social media educator, okay, like myself, for example. Now, me jumping into reaction was, reacting to what people say about YouTube that I feel may be wrong and I want to give good impression. This type of videos did very well on my channel because, yet again, people's what's it called, opinion matters.
Matters,
Now
yeah.
if you are a channel, whether you are a 500 subscriber channel or a 500 subscriber channel, as long as you understand your ideal audience, you understand what triggers them, okay, then you can understand how to create content around what they want to see. So let's say, for example, your target audience are fashion lovers, people that love to dress beautiful to occasion, they want to look fly and everything.
Okay.
If you're running a reaction channel about how people dress or wrong ways people dress to different popular events, it has for it to make sense. It has to be popular event. You don't want to be reacting on how Ruth is painting her nail purple or how Ruth is wearing red hair. Nobody cares about Ruth at this time. So you want to do such reaction, go and catch people like Mariah Carey, go and catch Mr. Beast, go and catch any popular YouTuber in your niche or any popular influencer within your niche. I know people don't really like niche. I don't know what the problem is with niche, but when I refer to niche, I'm talking about your core. Okay, what your audience, what
Mm.
your content is about. All right, that's what
Yeah.
I refer to as niche. So if you are into the fashion, if you're into fashion now, look for a big content creator or a celebrity that is popular for fashion. Use her, do most of your reaction around the content that she creates, and you have to be on top of trend. So if she's going to a gala, if she goes there tonight, if possible, create that reaction that night. You may be the first person that will tag her to that reaction. Everybody wants to know where she has been, and that will give you a lot of visibility. So what you don't want to do is to mix it. Okay, if you're into fashion now, you're trying to react to people that are into comedy, or you are going to be attracting the wrong audience, and that will at the end of the day make a mess of your channel. So you see that when Mr. Who's the Boss or when MKBHD want to react about tech or want to react about anything, they stay in their lane. Okay,
Yes.
there's anything that is popular they want to talk about, this everybody stays in their lane or niche. I don't like niche, but
Mm.
or niche. All right. So find a way to make it your own, but stay in your lane and follow the trend.
Okay. Somebody just posted right now, just commented that he said that we talk down on people in the name of reaction. Reacting doesn't necessarily mean, is it a negative thing or a positive thing?
Reaction doesn't have to be negative. Reaction doesn't have to be negative at all. Like all the people I mentioned, they react and make it funny, they make it jovial. Okay, but when you are an educational channel and you react to some stuff, okay, because you're trying to teach, they'll be like, okay, maybe you're teaching somebody the wrong way or somebody is taking it the wrong way, and it comes off as that. So you just have to find a way to find a balance. Like for me, when I started reacting on my channel recently, okay, most people were upset with the reaction I was making, maybe because I didn't seek their permission for me to react on their channel. But that was the reason I made that video again, and because all these people are mentioning, they don't seek they don't seek your permission. As long as you have put yourself on the online space, you put the camera, you turn on your ring light, you have given everybody the permission to react about you, and that's one way you go. I don't know if you know Andrew Tata, a very controversial, wealthy young man that everybody is reacting about. Everybody, guy, just go. Maybe later you go on the data, and he doesn't complain when people talk about him because that is the way he got famous. That's the way a lot more people got to know about him because people were sharing his content. At this point, I'm even looking at people to react about me. I don't know why nobody's reacting about me yet, because that's how you can actually get exponential, okay, growth, popularity, and fame.
Yes.
I usually say there's no bad publicity online, okay, except there's no good backing to what you're already doing. Just like when people were talking about this guy, there's this Carlo guy. He doesn't talk, but he reacts to maybe people opening door, how they pour water. I don't know if you know
You
this
do like
black
this.
guy.
Mm.
He
Mm.
doesn't talk. At first, people were reacting to the fact that the way he looks, how he seems. But when people kept sharing his content and they were trying to make a mockery of him, at the end of the day, it turned out good. Do you understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you may
Yes.
need that publicity may look like a bad one, but for most people, it turned out great.
Right. So that there's a channel I want to bring up.
Okay.
There's a channel I want to bring up. This guy, Coffeezilla. Okay, let me I want to let me get it up.
Okay.
Coffeezilla. This, some people misunderstand reacting to other people's content or whatever. So this guy Coffeezilla, let me bring his okay. This particular guy, I think, is about 1 point something. He has 1.5 million subscribers
Okay.
now. This guy, I've been following him for like about, say, about 2 years or so. I know when he started this, and if you watch his channel, it's all about reaction. His channel
Mm-hmm.
is all about reaction. So, like you talked about MKBHD, there's one
Yeah.
video he made recently about Huawei. He made a
Mm-hmm.
video about Huawei, and he said one of their model, or I've forgotten that particular name they normally call them. So the lady was modeling for Huawei, and
Yeah.
he posted something about Huawei on Twitter,
Yeah.
and the lady used an iPhone to post a comment about Huawei. She was promoting Huawei product and using
Yeah.
iPhone. So automatically, MKBHD used that opportunity to
Thank you.
highlight, the hypocrisy or the flaws in that particular video or in that
Yes.
particular tweet. And you know what?
Yes.
Huawei came and meet him. They met him and then say, how did they come about this and that? So MKB reacted to that particular tweet. It doesn't mean that he is, shaming them or talking down on Huawei. And they understood that, and they even came to him and he explained how how the whole thing happened. So, like some of us might not understand, reacting doesn't necessarily mean that you react in the negative way. Like when you talk about publicity, reaction comes both in positive and negative. Maybe somebody did something, but just like what you said, anything that is on the social media space is no longer private.
No, it's no longer private.
Exactly. Immediately you bring out your camera and shoot and post on social media, anybody it's just like you have given out the right of that particular thing
use your
about
content.
yourself. Okay, so now there's one part you talk about. People might find it difficult. When we talk about reaction now, we are talking about people. What about like something like products, services? There's something you made mention on that video. You said like I can just buy a phone, I can buy an earpiece, and then I'll just talk about it or what I feel about the product, and that can some way be educative. So I want you to shed more light on reacting on. Then before you answer this question, is there any difference between reaction and review?
It's just a very thin line. It's just a very thin line. I will use the words interchangeably. That's how I prefer to do it, because if you look at the fact that you're talking about a product, let's say I bought this remote now from Amazon and I want to tell you the features of this remote, okay, how I've used it, how it's worked for me. It may be called a review, but I'm trying to show you how it's helping me, or what is helping for me. I'm reacting to how I bought it and how it's performing. So I can use reaction interchangeably, and that is where the business part of it comes in. Because if you think about it, I bought this hair and I have it on, and I'm explaining to you, oh, I bought this hair from Amazon. It was so cheap. I bought it for only $2. Since I got this hair, each time I pass my street, everybody is calling my name, Root, because they feel it's very shiny and lovely. To buy this thing, just check the link in my description. You can get it for only $2. Just check the link in my description. Imagine that I am telling you what has happened in my day and how this hair is impacting my life, okay, and how people are reacting to the fact that I have this hair. And in the same video, I'm actually selling this hair to you. If you like the look I have, you just go to my description and buy it. That is where the business of reaction comes in. So it is not only woto, blow, beats. That's not only when you react to things. You can react to things and then you actually make money from what you're reacting to. Do you understand me? And it could be from anything. We just talked about MKHD, and we also talked about this tech guy. This is our Mr. Who's the Boss. These are very popular guys. Each time they put out this thing, number one, some brands pay them to talk about their products. They call it brand sponsorship. They sponsor their video to talk about their product for a fee. So even if they're telling you the nice things about their products, they've already made money from that video they are making. And then they can also have affiliate link if they have purchased that product, if the product is on Amazon or any other space, and they will tell you to buy it. Check it down in the description to buy it. So they are making money from YouTube AdSense, they are making money from the brand sponsorship, they are making money from the affiliate link inside one effort. Do you understand? So when we make video, we just make videos straight like this. We are not. Even we in Nigeria, like for myself, when I make my videos, I always tell people I don't do affiliate link for Amazon just yet. I'm working on my account. But I'll tell you, this thing I'm saying now, if you want to learn about it, okay, maybe you want to learn how to create thumbnail, you want to learn how to do this. I'm telling you, this thing you're doing it wrong. Check the link in my description. There's a video I've made to teach you how to do this XYZ. See, it's just a matter of time. All those backlog of videos, when the channel blows up, people are eventually going to watch it and we are going to make money from that video. So it's the planning that comes with what you're doing, whatever your channel is. Don't focus on just, woto or just the particular message you have for that video. Always try to think beyond what. I'm sorry, I'm always saying woto. Okay, I believe I'm talking to the Nigerian community.
For
Woto
for
means
for
those
our
rights, you understand?
for our global audience, explain explain the meaning of Woto.
Woto means people that like to fight, people that like to quarrel, okay? People that like to set up camera and just quarrel, and that's what they call reaction, okay? So always disagreeing with somebody aggressively. That is not what it's about. If you
Yes.
watch what's his name, Mr. Beast's reactions, he's always telling you, flashing something in your screen. If you would like to get this merch, the link to get it is somewhere, and he's reacting to a video that is already playing. I just wish we can have a way to incorporate more of these strategies in our videos, but of course, it has to be in line with what your need specifically is about.
Yes. Okay. Now you make mention most of the time of Mr. Who is the boss and MK MKBHD. We know we have our own man here in Nigeria,
Josiah.
Fisayo. Fisayo has, just like what you made this reaction, he made a reaction on one MTN product some time ago. And I think today he's one of their brand ambassadors because anytime
Mm,
MTN wants to do something, they always come through him. You
mm,
see? So, when I see people wasting their energy on just like what you say, every time they quarrel, gossip, all those things, you don't make money from all those things. You don't make, but when you have, like, why I admire your channel, you bring some facts, maybe some things that are facts, maybe some years or some months ago that people have talked about. And like
mm,
on YouTube, the algorithm do change. Like at this
yeah,
particular moment right now,
yeah,
YouTube algorithm, they are fine-tuning, they are doing some things. And if you notice on your
mm,
channel, I've related with other content creators, they have similarity. There's some kind of slowing down or going up on channels.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that means that there's something they are working on and probably for next year. So everybody should pipe low. But along the line, some things that worked like 3 months ago, maybe a big YouTuber said, if you want to do this, you do that, you do this. Like some big YouTuber, they will tell you, you have to make your thumbnail this one, that one, that one, that one. But maybe today, the algorithm might be focusing more view duration,
yeah,
not even the thumbnail. Maybe not
yeah,
the click-through rate. Maybe the
yeah,
algorithm might be focusing on view duration. Maybe, I know this thing, YouTube, there's a way YouTube do things. They look at other competitors like Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook and other big video platforms. So if
platform.
there's something that they're missing out, they will want to incorporate it into their own platform. So
Yeah.
because of that, what worked a year or 2 years ago might not work today. So I would like you to tell us something about your channel. You've talked a lot about YouTube education. You explain a lot. What made you to make up your mind, and how do you join this YouTube education? I would like you to give us some hints.
Okay, small backstory.
Story, yeah.
Sorry, let me take you back to Fusayo a little bit before I come back to me.
Okay.
I was watching Fusayo's last two videos, and that guy is a pure businessman. Like I like to
Sure.
say, Nelokike is a very good businesswoman. Now, what Fusayo does, he adds phone reviews and uh,
Finance.
finance
Yes,
videos to his videos. Now, each time he does that, he's always selling one app to you. He will always
exactly.
tell you, this app I'm using for my investment. Okay, he will explain everything that he needs to explain about finance, but he will still tell you, this particular app, just go there to check it. Go there, click the link. You can easily invest in this app and make so and so money. It's just the flow. He has mastered the act of doing
Mm.
that. I know some of us know Nelo Keke as well. She's a beauty influencer, Nigerian beauty influencer as well. That's, baby girl lifestyle. She will always make her hair, beautiful nails. She's always influencing for hair brands. Now, for every video she does that, she always has this link in her description. So I just want us to always think about that when we are putting out content, even as small content creators. Now, let me come back to myself, how I started YouTubing. Sincerely, YouTubing for me started like as an e-commerce site. When I jumped on social media in 2015, I started with Facebook, and I was majorly trying to market my MTN product at the time. Then I was working a 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. job that didn't give me any time for my family at all. So I was always looking for something to do by the side that can give me my salary. At the time, I just wanted my something that could give me my salary as profit, so that I can stay at home and take care of my new daughter at the time. So
Okay.
when I decided to buy a course to learn how to sell empty was it, recharge card at the time, I didn't know anything about social media. So just a lady I saw, talking online about how she makes money selling recharge card, and I decided to buy her course for I think 20,000 naira at that time. I bought it, I learned the course, and at the end of the first month, I made 80,000 naira in profit selling recharge card alongside my job. That 80,000 at the time was above my salary, okay, where I
Salary.
was working at the time as an accountant with MSc. So I was like, no, now there's no need. Let me do a second month and see whether this one is just mago mago. Maybe the money will still come the next month.
Mm,
So the next month, I did the business again. That was in December of 2015. I made 200,000 naira in profit the next month, selling to bankers because at the time I used to go to the bank for my office at then. So when I go to pay in money to the bank, I will market my product to the bankers and they buy, they introduce me to their friends. I opened a Facebook page at the time and I was getting orders from the Facebook page. That was when I now said, okay, I'm going to resign my job. There was no need for me to work anymore. I stopped working and I went full time into marketing my MTN product at the time online. Okay, later that year, I decided to jump into network marketing. I did a bit of network marketing, and that was where I was able to make my first million. And that kind of, gave me the concrete heart like, see, there's no how I can work for anybody again. Anyhow, they are hustling this on the streets, eh? I'm going to hustle it. So from there, because all the people that joined me in my network, I got them online. I knew exactly what I did to get them. I got my paper and my biro and I wrote all the blueprints down. Exactly what I did, how I started. I wrote everything down. So I bought a second course to teach me how to sharpen my skill of teaching people how to sell on social media because I felt I know how to get customer now. What do I tell them? How do I create a course? What do I say to them? So I paid for the course and I started, I took the course for like 90 days and I went into video making because at the time I was only doing this picture, just snap picture of how much my MCN is, add a little bit of
mm,
caption, and I'll post it on my page. But then in 2016, I started putting out video on Facebook around okay how I was able to transition from being a full-time 50,000 naira earning MSc worker, okay, to now being able to earn more than 5 times what I was earning when I was working my day job. So I felt the study was intriguing. People should be interested to buy into what I was saying. But I did that for 2 years and I did not close one person. I didn't get one person to pay for the course. I felt bad. I'm like, okay, somebody actually made me buy their course. How come I'm not able to sell my own course? What was I doing wrong? So I decided to leave Facebook and I went on Instagram and I that was when things really changed because I now understood the content side of things, how to create content, how to speak to people's problem, and I was able to grow my following to about 13,000 and more clients than ever. So alongside I was also selling products and most of the product I was selling the videos were on YouTube. I wasn't doing any video or I wasn't doing any video about my product on Instagram. So Instagram was just where I was focused on, honing my coaching skill. But all the product I was marketing was on YouTube. So YouTube, I would say, was full-time an e-commerce site for me, where I just put my product there. Anybody that was interested should come and, buy what I was selling. But in 2021, that was last year, December, I saw a video by Dinah Ikweme where Dinah Ikweme was talking about how much she was making on YouTube. I felt elated. I'm like, how can somebody making over um, $30,000 on YouTube? What am I doing on this space? I tried to, switch. I tried to come on YouTube and learn how to, monetize my channel at the time. At the time, I think I lost about 9,000 watch hour that had already expired, because I did not really realize that I could monetize my YouTube channel. So after the masterclass with Dinah Ekweme, I decided to take my YouTube channel seriously, and I just kept posting on the channel, and in February of this year, I got monetized, and I started sharing, what I was seeing in the analytics and what I was learning with people on YouTube. The more I learn, okay, the more my mind got expanded, and I really loved the response I was getting with the content I was creating, and I decided to, keep making the content. And that was actually how this YouTube education started, because I started on YouTube posting e-commerce stuff. Then I posted my exercise video. Then I started reposting my children video. Okay, I was doing a day in my life and all of those kind of videos. But just late after I got monetized, I just decided to focus fully on YouTube recommendation, content creation, and all those kind of content. And the response was better than any other kind of content I posted on my channel. And so I decided to niche down. So that was how YouTube started, really. It wasn't as if I went to get a course for YouTube. I didn't even know I could make money on YouTube. Like I said, I lost over 9,000 hours on YouTube before I took it serious. And after 3 months of taking it serious, I got monetized, and the YouTube education thing started.
Okay. Well, I want to I want to go through your, like, in case for those who don't know much about your background or the things you do. Let me go to your. So here you have some things like your online courses.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get that in. So I want you to make some explanation about your storefront.
Okay.
Like this a complete guide to content creation.
Yeah.
So if anybody is planning to have, to get any of this your course, which one, like for a beginner, which of the courses will you recommend for them?
It depends on the place the person is. Some people will tell you, I'm not a beginner, I already know how to set up my YouTube channel. So probably those kind of people may not need to get the set up your YouTube channel video. But I know most people that I've spoken to do not understand how to pick their niche. They are confused at that place. And that's exactly why I created that one that I named How to Find Your Unique Selling Proposition. All right. And how to find your passion, through your skill, how to find your sweet spot through your skill. So I feel that is an important content for anyone that has been on YouTube that is struggling to, you know, that is struggling to pick a niche, or that is struggling to find a focus that is monetizable. Sometimes we may have a skill, but if that skill you have is not monetizable, as far as I'm concerned, it's just a hobby, it's just frustration waiting to happen. That's just the reality of things. So if you're picking a niche, you have to think about if that niche is something that is monetizable beyond AdSense. So when we're talking about not focusing so much on YouTube monetization, all right, you have to make it a business. So we're now bringing it into the business of YouTube. There are some people that don't touch their YouTube ad revenue, and it comes from a place of treating their channel like a proper business. So people like Nelo KK, like I mentioned before, she doesn't touch her ad revenue because she gets brand sponsorship. She's able to influence for makeup brands because that's how she presented her channel. All right. So if you have a niche that just appears like a a hobby, that brands may be finding difficult to even know how they can work with you at the end of the day, you may not be able to make any money from it. So that course is actually supposed to guide you to find a niche or a skill within your passion that is monetizable. So you may like 4 or 5 things. We just take you through a systematic way to get you to the point where you can pick one that is in line with what you love and you can actually make money from. And I talked about content creation earlier. It's one thing to understand what you should be doing. The other thing to understand how to speak your value to your audience. Because at the
Sure.
end of the day, if your audience does not understand why they need you, you can create all the content you want. Nobody's going to buy your course. Nobody's going to buy into whatever you're saying. They're just going to be watching you for entertainment. Okay. So understanding how to create content that speaks to people's problem is now another part of the game. And that's exactly why I created the second course, which is now on how to create and become a content generator. Because at the end of the day, the platform that we are on feeds on content. So you have to put
Yes.
out video, you have to put out text, you have to put yourself out there. So what are you going to be putting out so that your ideal audience or your target audience can be able to recognize you as a solution that they need? All right. So for most people, I tell them it's better you book a call so that I know exactly where you are. So I advise you the best place to start. I really prefer the one-on-one touch, but most people will tell you, "Oh, I cannot pay," and like $7. Hey, would you want to kill me? All right, that's why we have the already pre-recorded video courses.
Okay. So now, one thing when YouTube started, just like any other platform, it was just like a form, something fun and, entertaining and all those stuff. But now, all these social media platforms they have matured. They have
Yeah,
matured to a point that they are now seeing they are seeing their platform as a business platform. And if you
mm,
notice, if you've attended some YouTube events lately, they always focus on business tools to help you
yes,
do this. So, and they will always advise you don't depend on AdSense. That
yeah,
AdSense is just like a tip, an encouragement, just to encourage content creators to do more. But they will
yeah,
tell you don't depend on that. And if you watch, just like what you said, if you do more of, you take YouTube as a hobby, no
yeah.
business will come to you. They will say, okay, this one is
That's
just,
true.
you are just joking, you are not too serious or whatever. So, and for example, now, another thing we need to consider, like as a small YouTuber or as a small content creator, brands might
Mm,
be reluctant to come. So, but in
yes.
this situation, that's why I like your strategy. So in this situation,
What happened? What happened now? Oh my God, the network is gone. Yeah, there was this YouTube event we attended yesterday. I don't know, you didn't appear in the event yesterday. Um, what Mackenzie Comedy came because you mentioned about comedy now trying to create a channel out of hobby. Now some people will say, okay, what about people that does skits? Mackenzie Comedy, maybe he does skits, but people still watch his video. How come he's able to achieve that if you're saying don't select things that are just a hobby to you. Mackenzie Comedy is a pure typical businessman, and from the way he creates his content, you will know that this is a very focused person. And the comedy industry is a well-known niche that a lot of people are thriving in. So depending on your strategy, so if comedy is now the niche that you have picked for yourself, how do you want to do it? Do you want to dramatize it? Do you want to create short videos? Do you want to create long length videos
okay,
what's his name, like Marcos? So your strategy will not matter. But when we're talking about treating it as a hobby, it's just when you put out content just anyhow. Okay, you're walking on the road, you're filming the road you're walking on. What value does that bring to the person that is watching it? Or you're making soup, the part you're recording in the soup is where the soup is boiling for 15 minutes. What value does that really bring to the person that is watching it? All right. I tell people, if I were a food content, look at people like CCME, look at people like Ife's Kitchen. These are people, they are food content creators, But you will see if he when she talk about, she's over 200,000 subscribers now. When she talks about, her cooking, she brings out the utensil she's using. She tells you where she buys it. She tells you how much it costs, how durable it is, and she reminds you the link to get it is down in my description. Now let's make my egusi soup. She has that. The pot she's going to use it at the end of the day, but she's going to make money from that video as well. YouTube is going to call her for event and pay for her appearing in the event. She has sold that post to you. She's going to still make you the money. So I tell people, YouTube is a platform that pays you for creating a business, for creating your business. They pay you to create your business. That's how I see it. No other
Yes,
platform does it.
does
They
that.
literally
Yeah.
pay you to do your business. No other platform does it. But our people, we need to constantly explain. I was talking to Moto. Do you know the lady in charge of YouTube Shorts? She came in from South Africa. Why
Okay.
weren't you at the
Yeah,
event
yeah, yeah.
yesterday? You didn't come to the
No,
event
I did, I
yesterday.
did, I did attend. I did attend.
Okay.
I did,
I spoke
but
to
I,
I
I
spoke
saw,
to
I
her.
saw the pictures.
Yeah. I spoke to her one on one for 2 hours yesterday. And it was
Wow.
this same complaint. That's after the event. The event ended at 3. Spoke to her till like 5:30 before my husband came to pick me. Okay, we're talking about content creators and their responsiveness to the things that were and the requirement for shorts. Okay, because a lot of people may come for the event, we eat, we drink, we go. Most of us are not creating content. We're not creating shorts. We may create shorts on that day. Maybe they told us to go and compete. Oh, you're going to win something. That's the only day people create shorts. After that day, no more shorts. And that's exactly what she's complaining. So I
Wow.
feel our people need a lot of education. That's just what I told her yesterday. We need a lot more education. Okay, we need this thing. Maybe I don't know how else to do it, but maybe we need a weekly training if possible. She said somebody called her yesterday and told her she cannot come to the event because she doesn't have recharge card. So she told the person, so if I come to your house to do the event, I will not give you money to create shorts that will not it's really crazy. So it may come as offensive. I understand maybe when people feel bad, okay, maybe the approach of trying to explain to people. But I feel if you're
Mm,
not hard on our people, they don't understand. So I don't get offended when
okay.
people, say, don't say this, don't say that. See, don't worry, when you will get it, you will get it. Yeah, you will still come and pay for the cost. That one is your banker. Hey.
Okay. Okay. The sad reality is that in Africa or in our own environment or our own sphere, well, we Africans, due to our economic power, we are very weak economically. So
Yes.
spending is somehow difficult. So like if you have your kind of channel with the products you have out there, you're supposed to be making thousands of dollars if you're in
Yeah.
the Western world.
Yeah.
But here, the way it works there is not the way it works here. Like, for
True.
example, if you see people coming to my DM, uh, help me do this, help me do that. It's just like initially I was just doing it voluntarily.
No,
But
it will
I now
not
realized
end.
that, yes, then from fortunate enough, when I now had that membership, YouTube membership on my channel, so anybody that comes, initially I reduced it to about, is it $10 or $20. So if you want
Mm.
any assistance from me, you can just you just join this thing. So some people join, but
Yes.
I now discovered that even with that $10 or $20, the kind of thing they will get out of me, they will get like
Yes.
something worth $500 out of me. And
Mm-hmm.
you don't want somebody to call you out. So that now
Yes.
made me, I finally raised the bar.
Yes.
So I raised the bar. I think I don't know the current price, whether 50 or more dollars. So if
Mm.
you really want me to get involved in assisting you or doing anything, you pay for it
Yes.
so I can dedicate
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So one thing our people here is they are trying, maybe probably they will still understand later, is that time matters. Okay, imagine when you were doing your 9 to 5 job. Let me just assume that they are paying you
Mm.
40,000 then, and
Hmm.
then you now started doing business and you are making times two with the time you have spare time to do other things,
Yes.
to do other runs
Yes.
around. So So we'll get there. But let me just say that we are just the pioneers. So we pay the sacrifice. Maybe in the next 5-10 years, things will change for good.
Definitely, it will. There's something that Moto told me yesterday. He said the best thing you can do for yourself as a YouTuber is to grow yourself, because definitely YouTube is going to pick you up. Definitely. The best thing you can do for yourself as a small creator is to grow yourself. If you're looking for somebody to grow you as a small YouTuber, you are making mistake. The only thing they can do for you is this events they are doing for you. Is this
Mm,
maybe online event? They will call you for a coffee meeting online. That's the only help they can give you.
like
But for
that,
you to
yeah.
get real help, you have to strive to grow your channel. Recently, YouTube did YouTube Black, what's it called?
Yeah, fund,
YouTube Black
black
class of
fund.
2023. Yeah, they
Yeah,
went to they went to, is it South
South
Africa they went
Africa.
to?
Yeah, South
They went to South
Africa.
Africa. Yeah, and this on for an all expense paid trip. You know how much that cost them? People that are invited to the event yesterday, she was telling me, okay, in confidence, that those people, they have people that are managing them and they are under YouTube. So there are a lot of things that we don't know. But what she told me, the best thing you can do for yourself as a small YouTuber is to grow your platform. Forget what every other person is saying, forget what every other person is doing. If you understand your messaging and understand how to pass it to your audience, just keep moving and grow the platform and grow yourself. YouTube is going to pick it. They're going to pick it from there.
Okay.
That's just the truth. But we need a lot of learning in our space, and that's where you
Yeah.
can see. I'm just seeing comments right now, and this comment was dropped almost when we started the stream. I'm just reading it
Yeah.
now. That's why you can see somebody drop this kind of comment. For what? On top written. You can go and watch that video. There was nothing offensive about the video, but that's to tell you the mindset that we have as Nigerians. I don't
Mm,
feel offended when I see this kind of things. In fact, somebody did a whole video because of that particular response, where somebody is trying to help you for free. That's how I stopped helping for free. Right now, I'll tell you, okay, if you want to talk with me, you can have a free one-on-one, but we'll have this recorded and I'll post it on my channel. If you don't want that, then there's no need. Let all of us stay in our lane. That's the only
yes.
strategy, because when you're trying to help for free, you get this kind of comment. Ha. It's okay.
Okay. Well, some people, let me say, some folks probably they don't know what, maybe they're still learning English somehow. They don't understand what it means.
Okay,
No,
that
sorry,
that
no
could be
offense
it.
to
Yeah.
anyone, no offense to anyone. But because if you understand, because I've watched your video, me personally, we've met before in one of the YouTube meetings,
Yeah.
and so well, since then we have been, communicating. So if I see
Yeah.
anything wrong on your channel, I would have somehow, I can DM you that this thing, but I saw this thing, you
Yeah.
are, you are picking and you are making points. I know some
I
people don't
try
know
to
that
be as opinionated as possible so that it doesn't
exactly.
come out. Yeah.
And this type of content, many people don't know that there are some people that pay hundreds of dollars just to get this type of information.
I
And
said
you
I
are
paid
dishing out.
somebody 300. I paid somebody 300,000. Did I tell you I paid two people 300,000 naira to coach me? That was in
Imagine.
2016 when I started social media marketing.
You
Then
see?
I didn't even have Jack. I just made that money. I felt okay, let me invest in myself. I paid that money. This kind of this no, there are just some things that don't trigger me, because I know eventually you will pay. Why? Let could be na aka, ka na aga could be na aka.
You need to interpret that. Okay,
Are you not
good.
Igbo?
I'm Igbo now, but Igbo get levels.
As in, let's be going. Let the roots be getting strong. Let's just be moving. The
Stronger.
roots be
Yeah,
getting
I
strong.
understand. I
Yeah,
understand that. I
yeah,
understand. Ruth, thank you very much. This few minutes or these minutes we have you here is a
yeah.
pleasure.
Thank you
You
so
are
much.
passionate about these digital platforms,
Yeah,
especially YouTube. You are passionate about it. I didn't even know you are present on Facebook. It's when
I'm
I
on
was
almost all
doing.
the platform. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram.
Instagram.
I'm
Wow.
on
So
LinkedIn.
when I was just going around making publicity for this program, and now so
Yes.
I didn't know that you. So just like there's a lady that have been a host here, Oluchi, she told that story too. Some people don't know what many content creators pass through to get to the level they are
Yeah.
today. They don't know what they pass through. I don't want to say my own, because if I start
I
talking
can
about
only
my
imagine. Yeah.
so Ruth, thank you very much. So before I will let you go, I would like you know, is there, you have that passion. Is there anything that is burning in your heart that you want to share to African creators before we leave?
Sincerely, I want us to remove our focus from monetization, if that's possible. Let's take our eyes off monetization. Let it just be a sharing. Let it just be something that's just an additional passive income that would come later. Let's focus on the business side of YouTube and create content around and think more about making our channel a proper business, because no other platform pays you to create a business and pays you while creating your own business like YouTube does. I just pray that we can be able to see it. And if possible, let's jump on shorts. I know that it may not be working so well for educational channels that are sitting down and just talking blah 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 blah. But I learned something from Mackenzie Comedy yesterday about dramatizing your information, and that's actually what's going to get people to respond to what you're saying. And funny, I created one content yesterday by with the method they taught, and the short is like my highest viewed short on my channel. So I think a lot of learning goes into it, but let us do more shorts because it's going to pay. But don't do shorts that are outside what the core content, your core niche is, so that you don't
Mm,
attract the wrong kind of audience to your channel. Okay,
audience.
that will backfire at the end of the day. So
Mm,
learn what you have to learn. Attend every free event. Watch every educational videos that you can learn. Watch. It must not be roots video. Go look for vidIQ. Look for Think Media. Look for, I love this guy a lot, Oscar Michael. Look for his tennis series and watch his videos. These are people that will expose you to a lot of through teaching. They're not telling you come and they will give you the real value, and be open to learning, and most importantly implementing, because that's exactly where you're going to see the difference that you want to see. So that's
okay.
my take.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. You spent
Thank
almost
you.
1 hour with us. How much will we pay
Thank
you
you.
now? Hmm?
No, don't worry. No, don't pay me.
So
You don't have
please,
to.
okay. So please, guys, I know those of you watching, please, I will drop the link to our courses, to our link tree. So from there you can check out her channel, check out the content she have and other things that she have in store. She just, Ruth is passionate about content creators, especially Africans and even Nigerians in particular. So Ruth, thank you very much for
Thank you so
for
much.
being here once again. I appreciate your
Thank
time.
you.
So,
Thank
guys,
you.
please, I would like you to go to her channel. She has a lot, and she even publish videos more often than me. I think I do mine once in a week, but she do like 3 or 4 videos, powerful
Yes,
videos,
I
and
do.
not not quantity videos, but quality videos. So go and check
Thank
our
you.
channel, Ruth Ohams, youtube.com/ at Ruth Ohams. So
Yes.
check her
Thank
out.
you.
She has a lot of things there for you. So if you are trying to learn, you want to understand how YouTube works, she's always current. Her videos are on point. So I will
So
encourage you guys to go there. And please, if you have not given this video a thumbs up, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are coming from Roots community, you are welcome here as well. We all work together and we partner. It's just that I missed that the last YouTube meeting. I missed it. Not that
I was
I
actually
was
looking forward to seeing you there yesterday. I was like, why didn't you show?
I missed it. There's something pressing that came up,
Important.
so I didn't meet up. When I saw the thing, it pained me. I said, "Wow, how will I
Oh,
miss this kind of a thing?"
It was really
So at least
impactful. It was really impactful.
if I don't miss anything, I miss your presence.
Oh,
Okay,
thank you.
Ruth, let me free you. Guys, thank you
All right.
for staying here to this moment and spending about an hour, watching us chatting. The next time we're going to invite Ruth, we're going to talk more and extend, and I will also allow you guys to participate in the discussion. So thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.